Okay, good morning all. So first am I audible to you all? Please comment that if I am audible or not. Am I audible? Hi, good morning all. So have you solved module exercise which I gave yesterday? So is my voice coming properly? Okay, so how many people have solved yesterday exercises? So okay, so do you have doubts? Do you have doubts in yesterday homework? We were supposed to discuss from page number. Yes, okay, so we were discussing. Okay, page number 54. Do so any doubts in page number 54, 55, 56 and 57? Okay. So any doubt? If you have doubts, you please comment. Any doubt you have, then we'll proceed. Any doubt in chemical equilibrium? Okay. Question number 33. For the reaction NH4NH3 plus 5O2 gives rise to 4NO plus 6H2O liquid, delta H is positive at equilibrium, which factor will not affect the concentration of NH3? If you increase pressure, this is question number 33. The reaction is 4NH3 plus 5O2. This is gas gives rise to 4NO gas plus 6H2O liquid with delta H equals to positive. What the question is, they are saying I don't want to change the concentration of ammonia. It means whatever I should do, there should not be change in equilibrium state. There should not be change in equilibrium state. And options are given as increasing pressure. If you increase pressure, the reaction will go in a direction which has less number of moles. So if you count here, there are 9. Here total are 9. There total are 10. Right? Less number of moles are there this side. So reaction will go backward. If the reaction will go backward, that means the concentration of ammonia will increase. And I don't want to increase it. So increasing pressure is not the correct option. Then we have increased volume. So I have taught you for decreasing volume, right? Decreasing volume will go direction where less number of moles are there. So increasing volume will go direction where more number of moles are there. It means it will go to forward, so ammonia concentration will decrease. That's also not the correct option. And the fourth option is decreasing temperature. It's an endothermic reaction. So if you decrease the temperature, reaction will go backward. So more ammonia will be formed. That is also not the correct option. And the last option is catalyst. Now the catalyst is the correct option because it will not change the composition. What it will change? Catalyst will only change the time required to achieve that particular equilibrium state. So the catalyst is the correct answer. And the next Samia is asking question number 25. Question number 25. Okay. Question number 25. The reaction between thiocyanate and ferric ion is represented by this reaction. Addition of thiocyanate ion to the equilibrium mixture will make. Now thiocyanate ion is SCN minus, which is reactant. So this is the question number 25, this side. Okay, so the question is SCN minus aqueous plus Fe3 plus aqueous, both sided arrow, FeSCN whole 2 minus. This is colorless, this is yellow, this is deep red. Now the point here is they are increasing this concentration. This is not solid, not liquid, this is aqueous. Aqueous is a mixture, right? So it has molarity, its activity is not one, okay, it will come into picture. So on increasing concentration of reactant, reaction goes forward. It means the more product will form. If the more product will form, it means deep red color will be formed more. Okay. So solution will become more deep red color. Okay, any other doubt out of these two? Question number 43. Question number 43. In which of the following cases Kp is less than Kc? Okay, for this we can use one more concept. 43 question here. Okay, 43 question, they are asking a relation between Kp and Kc. Which one is more, which one is less? So I gave you formula. Kp equals to Kc RT power delta Ng. Now the point here is either Kp is equals to Kc, or Kp is less than Kc, or Kp is greater than Kc if you put the value of R, T and delta Ng. But without it, then you have to solve all these values, then only you will get the answer. But there is a trick. Whatever sign you want to get, that is the same sign of delta Ng. If delta Ng is equals to 0, it means this power is 0. It means RT power is 0. Any value power is 0, it becomes 1. If it becomes 1, then Kp equals to Kc. In this case, delta Ng is less than 0. In this case, delta Ng is greater than 0. Now the question here is, in 43 question, they are asking in which of the following cases Kp is less than Kc. Which option? This option they are asking. In this option only Kp is less than Kc. It means you need to find a reaction whose delta Ng is less than 0. I'll write reactions. Okay. Option A option. You tell me which reaction delta Ng is less than 0. PCl5, PCl3 plus Cl2. This is option A. Option B is H2 plus Cl2, both sided arrow, 2HCl. Option C is 2SO2 plus O2 gives rise to 2SO3. Tell me which reaction delta Ng is less than 0 out of these three, A, B, C. Which reaction it is? So C reaction, we able to find out delta Ng here will come 2 minus 1, so 1. Here delta Ng will come as 0. Here delta Ng will come 2 minus 2 minus 1, so minus 1. Positive, 0, negative. So these all three cases are there. So it means here delta Ng is greater than 0. It means Kp is greater than Kc. Here Kp is equals to Kc. Here Kp is less than Kc, so our correct option is option C. Okay? So after this, after question number 43, any other doubt? Question number 17. Which of the following equilibrium is not affected by pressure? If you want an equilibrium to be not affected by, okay, we'll erase that. Because if you increase pressure, reaction will go where lesser number of moles are there. It means if you change pressure, if you decrease pressure, then more number of moles are there. But if you on changing pressure, there should not be any effect. It means there should not be any side lesser or higher. It means those reactions where delta Ng is equals to 0, there are no effect of pressure and volume. So in those reactions where there are no effect of pressure and volume, where delta Ng is equals to 0. So the question is, here is A option is N2 plus O2 gives rise to 2NO. B option is 2SO2 plus O2 gives rise to 2SO3. Option C is 2O3 gives rise to 3O2. Option D, 2NO2 gives rise to N2O4. Tell me which option? Which option there is delta Ng equals to 0? Correct. A option delta Ng is 0. 0. Here delta Ng is how much? Minus 1. Here delta Ng is 1. There delta Ng is minus 1. So the correct option is option A. Okay. So then next question is question number 5. Question number 5 is K1 and K2 are the velocity constant of forward and backward reaction, right? Then equilibrium constant, that also I gave you in the yesterday class. Kc is equals to K1 by K2 or Kf by Kb. Any other doubt? Any other doubt? 5 is also solved, 17 solved. Okay, so done now? Are we finished with our doubts? Okay. Now we'll go to our next chapter, and the next chapter is known as, what is the next chapter name should be? Tell me. What is the next chapter name? So the next chapter name is ionic equilibrium. Okay. Next chapter name is ionic equilibrium. Okay. So now in this case what will happen is, okay, so ionic equilibrium. Now ionic equilibrium, one thing is, just before we have finished chemical equilibrium, this is ionic equilibrium. What is difference? The difference here is equilibrium is same. There it was chemical means there was actual substance. Here I am using a word called ionic. It means in this case you will have ions. You will have an equilibrium which involves ions are known as ionic equilibrium. Okay, and before we go to an equilibrium, first thing is called pH calculation. Okay, first thing is called as pH calculation. Now to talk about pH calculation, we know one formula. What is the formula of pH? pH equals to minus of log of H plus concentration base 10. Right? pH equals to minus of log of H plus base 10 concentration. Now, whatever H plus value I will get, I'll put it here and I'll take a log with a negative sign, I'll get a pH value. Now, pH range always 0 to 14 at 25 degree Celsius. Okay, at 25 degree Celsius pH range. Now what happens is this. So we have to understand, if this is a pH scale, this is 0 value, this is 14 value, so somewhere in the middle there is a 7 value also, which is a midpoint. This point is known as neutral. Okay, this whole point 0 to 7 is known as acidic. From here to here it is known as basic. Okay, so we get acidic, we get neutral, we get also get basic. Once I have these values, then what happens? Till, this is a little bit aggressive, till 4 we have strong acidic. Okay, this range is variable. Okay, 4 to 7 we have weak acidic. From 7 to 11 we have weak base. From 11 to 14 we have strong base. Okay, so this is all. Then the way I can calculate pH, the same way I can also calculate pOH, which is equal to minus of log of OH minus concentration base 10. Right formula? This is POH. One more formula we can also calculate. That formula is known as PKW. PKW is equals to minus of log of KW base 10. Okay. Why did I write this? And this is because of this factor. Now, the next point here is PH plus POH is equals to PKW. This goes always. This is true always. Okay. pH plus POH equals to PKW. Then at 25 degrees Celsius, PKW is 14 because KW is equals to 1 into 10 power minus 14. So now pH plus POH equals to 14 or pH equals to 14 minus POH. Okay, copy all the formulas now. Copy all the formula. Once you have copied all the formulas or not? Okay, so now what happens is this. Now I know the formulas, okay, I want to solve problems. While I want to solve problems, I am going to solve a log. So what happens is there are values which we memorize before only. It will help you to solve problems. Okay. What are the values we will memorize? We will memorize these values. Log 1 value. Log 1 is equals to 0. Log 2 equals to 0.3010. Log 3 is equals to 0.4771. Log 5 is equals to 0.6990. Log 7 equals to 0.8452. Log 10 is equals to 1. These all the values we will memorize. So you copy these values. You copy these values. Why did not I write 4? Is because log 4 can be calculated with the formulas of logarithmic formula. What are those formulas? Those formulas are log m into n is equals to log m plus log n, and log m power n equals to log n log m, and log m by n equals to log m minus log n. These are the formulas. So log 4 is there. Let's take log 4 you want to find. 4 could be written as log 2 square, or it could also be written as log 2 into 2. This could be written as 2 log 2. This could be written as log 2 plus log 2, which could be equals to 2 log 2. I know the value of log 2. Multiply by 2 times, we'll get the answer. Right? Yes. That's why I am not writing. So 4 is missing. 6 is missing. 6. Log 6. How do I find log 6? How do I find log 6? Tell me. How will you able to find log 6? Tell me. Yes, log 3 plus log 2, and you have copied all the values. Okay. Try to write these values without looking at the values. Okay. Tell me log 8 value, log 7 value. Write a log 7 value in chat box without looking at the diagram, without looking the values. Tell me log 7 value. How much log 7? Write down the value of log 7. Correct. Okay. So now we'll solve problems. Question will be always find pH. So I'm not going to write this find pH question always. First question. 10 power minus 2 molar HCl. Solve. Solve this question. Find out the pH of 10 power minus 2 molar HCl. Okay, got the answer? Tell me what is the answer? How many people are trying it? So the answer is not minus 2, Narayan. Okay, see here then. So we get find pH. So first thing what you will do is you will take this HCl and you will break this HCl. You will break like this. HCl is broken into H plus plus Cl minus. Then whatever concentration is there, then you find what is the stoichiometry here. Single 1 mole gives you 1 mole. So this also value is 10 power minus 2. It is also value of 10 power minus 2. Right? Then, so H plus concentration I know 10 power minus 2 molar. Right? Then what I do? pH equals to minus of log of H plus base 10. So minus of log, now I write value 10 power minus 2. No need to write that base 10. Okay, base 10 is same for all. So now this is the power of log m power n. This is the formula of log m power n. So what I can write, minus of power will come here, minus 2 log 10, and log 10 value I know which is 1. So minus 2 into log 10 is 1. So pH is equals to 2. Easy. Now try to solve this question. Question 2. 10 power minus 2 molar H2SO4. Solve this question now. not correct. Srinivas, Amog, which answer you are telling me? pH will not be directly double. Okay, so I told you, what is the first step? First step is breaking an acid. H2SO4 gives rise to 2H++ SO4 2 minus. This is this value. 1 mole gives you 2 moles. 1 mole gives you 2 mole. So it means 2 into 10 power minus 2 molar. 2 into 10 power minus 2 molar. So pH equals to minus of log of 2 into 10 power minus 2 molar. Right. It means what? pH equals to log m into n. Log m into n. So what we get? Minus of log of 2 minus of log of 10 power minus 2. Because minus was there initially. Okay. So now this is minus log 2 and that is minus minus plus, this is 2. So we get 2 minus log 2 and log 2 I know 0.3010. So we get 1.6990. It's audible, right? Right, Nitesh? It is audible, right? Okay, so the next question we'll try. 10 power minus 2 molar H3PO4. Try this question and write the answer also. Solve that question fast. How many people are solving? Please comment that also. Okay, 1.57 people are saying the answer. So we'll solve it. Again we'll break this acid. H3PO4 gives rise to 3H plus PO4 3 minus. So 10 power minus 2 3 into 10 power minus 2. So pH equals to minus of log of 3 into 10 power minus 2. It means pH equals to minus log 3 plus 2 or 2 minus 0.4771. pH equals to 1.5229. Correct? Yes. We'll try one more, okay? Now in the next question I'll give you a trick, okay? With the help of trick, you don't need to do all these steps. Directly you can write answer, okay? The trick goes like this. If pH equals to minus of log x into 10 power minus y. This is the formula, okay? If pH equals to, you get this equation. This equation you get, okay? Minus of log 3 into 10 power minus. Provided x and y are integer. x and y are integers, so directly you can write pH equals to y minus log x. Direct. That's what step I've taken here. You see, pH equals to minus log x into 10 power minus y. X and y are integer, 3 and 2 are integer. I have directly written y is 2. So 2 minus log x. Easy. If you memorize this formula, you don't need to do that much mathematics. You don't need to apply log m in plus n, log m power m. This all are taken care and made a formula. Okay? Easy. Try this question. Two into 10 power minus 3 molar HNO3. Are you able to solve? Solve fast. So people are writing answer as 2.7, 2.699. Okay, we'll try this question also. So we'll break this acid. HNO3 gives rise to H plus NO3 minus. So what do we get? 2 into 10 power minus 3 molar. So here say 1 mole gives you 1 mole. So 2 into 10 power minus 3 molar. So pH equals to minus of log of 2 into 10 power minus 3 mole. Is this setting in this value? Yes, it is coming in the same value. So pH I can write 3 minus log 2. 3 minus log 2. So 3 minus 0.3010. So pH equals to 2.6990. Right? Yes. So we'll solve now little bit different questions now. Till now we have given an acid. I've solved for acid only. Now I'll give you this. That is fourth question. Fifth question. Fifth question is 0.0025 molar H3PO4. Try this question. Try this question fast. So 0.0025 3 times 0.0025 into 3, which will convert into 0.0075. Could be written as 75 into 10 power minus 4. This is easy step. Now log 75, how do we solve this? Okay. So pH equals to minus of log 75 into 10 power minus 4. This is one point. The next point could be written as 4 minus log 75. Now the point here is, how do I calculate log 75? Easy method. 4 minus log 25 into 3. 25 3s are 75. 25 could be written as 5 square, right? So I could be able to write it as log 5 into 5 into 3. So log 5 plus log 5 plus log 3 whole minus, then we can able to solve. And directly also I can solve with this method. This is pH equals to 4 minus log. This 75 could be more near to an 80. If you don't want to do this, you can make it as 80 or 81. If you do it for 81, then it will become a 3 power 4. Much easier calculation. Any method you solve, you will get the very near and very much accurate answer. So whichever is comfortable to you. Okay? Understand now? How do we solve? Inside this we can do rounding off. This is called a rounding off. In chemistry we can do, don't do in mathematics. In chemistry I can make 75 to log 80 also, because there is a difference only 5, which will save my time. If you have lot of time, you do properly. How do I do properly? pH equals, I can proceed, right? 4 minus 2 log 5 minus log 3. Now log 3 you know, log 5 you know, put the value, at the answer. This is easy job, right? If you don't have that much time and you are in a hurry, convert this 75 into log 80. Now log 80, how do you find log 80? 4 minus, this is 2 power cube into 10. 2 power cube 8 into 10, 80. This also could be written as now 4 minus 3 log 2 minus 1. Because log 10 will become 1. That's how. Understood both the methods? If you have understood both the methods, please comment yes, you have understood it. Correct? Understood, right? If you have a lot of time, you do proper calculation wise. Convert that 75 into 5 square, 25 into 3, like this we can solve. If you do not have time, you are in a hurry, that time you can convert the 75 into 80. You can convert it to any side. You can convert it into log 70 also. That also will correct it. You have to take a nearby answer, okay? Understood? Log 70, then you could break log 70, so log 7 into 10. So directly log 7 value also you can put. Any method you can do rounding off. Okay? Done? Okay, so now we'll solve a little bit more. Now we'll solve a different type of problems. This is question number 6. Now I'm going to solve 0.0025 molar NaOH. Try to solve this. Find pH. This question. What is the minus log 3 is 0.477. Can you solve it or you want me to solve it? This also 4 minus 2 into this will become 1.7, this will become 1.4. 1.4 it will become minus 0.47, so it will become 4 minus 1.87, so we will get somewhere around 4 minus 2, 2.13. Okay, solve this question. Do me this question. Solve this one. That we have already done. Okay. Solve this one. Samia and Nikhil, your answer is incorrect. Okay. One thing you should take care, if you know value of exact value, log 2, log 3, log 5, log 7, then try to get exact answer. Don't do mistake in those places. If you log 17 comes, that time you can do rounding off. If the log 3 is there, we should get correct answer only, okay? Vimla, your answer is incorrect. Nidhi, your answer is incorrect. Samia, it is correct. Molly, it is correct. Okay, so we do this. We'll break. NaOH gets me Na plus OH minus. 1 mole gives me 1 mole, so 0.0025 gets me 0.0025 molar. But it doesn't get me H plus. This is the point. It doesn't get me H plus, it gets me what? It gives me OH minus. It is not giving me H plus. So directly I cannot calculate pH. Clear? What I can calculate is POH because it is giving me OH minus. So I am going to put a formula of POH, not pH. Clear? So POH equals to minus of log of 0.0025. This could be written as minus of log 25 10 power minus 4. Right? Then pH is equals to, could be written, both are integer. So 4 minus log 25. Easy. Then this is POH. Okay, this is POH. POH equals to 4 minus 2 log 5. Log 5 is 0.6990. So we can do 4 minus, this will become 1.4. Then this I'll get 2.6. Okay, 2.602. Okay, but this is what? POH. Question was find pH. So not matching. To match pH, what will I do? pH equals to 14 minus POH. Then we'll get 11.6990. We'll get 11.6990. No, we'll get 11.339. Yes, 11.3980 we'll get. Okay? Understood this also now? Now try one more question, okay? And try to get me the correct answer by all. Don't do mistakes. Okay, the question number 7. 0.00 7 molar CaOH whole twice. So, is anyone trying this question? How many people are trying this question? Tell me. Okay, Nitish, try fast. Samia, okay, your answer, okay, that 7 is question number 7, okay. Narayan answer is 11.5. Okay, let's see. You see, now in chat box there are 2 answers. You should have single valued, both, all. You see, I'm teaching all, right? To same people, all people I'm teaching same only. But the answers are different. Try to get the same answer. Okay, so we'll try to solve this question also. So what we'll write? We'll write CaOH whole twice gives rise to Ca2 plus 2OH minus 0.0017 could be written as 0.0017 into 2, which could be written as 0.34, which could be written as 34 into 10 power minus 4. Right? Now there are many things you can convert it now. Okay? You can make it 35. Then log 5 into log 7, it will does the job. Okay, so POH equals to minus of log 34 into 10 power minus 4. So POH equals to 4 minus log 34. That could be written as 4 minus log 35. So POH equals to 4 minus log 5 into 7, because 7 5s are 35. Then it could be written as POH equals to 4 minus log 5 minus log 7. Right? Then POH equals to 4 minus log 5 is 0.6990. Log 7 is 0.8452. POH equals to 4 minus, we'll add 2, 9, 5, 4, 14, and 9, 4, 13, plus 4, 14, 8 plus 6, 14, plus 1, 15, 1.5. Then when I subtract this, I'll get 2.4558. Right? This is your POH. But job is not to find POH, job is to find pH. So pH is equals to 14 minus 2.452. When you subtract this, you will get 11.5442. Now once I taught you this, help you to do calculation. How does it help? Are we ready to learn one more trick or not? Tell me. Do you want to learn a trick which will solve your question faster? Tell me. Come in fast. Are you ready? Okay, so now you see the trick. What happens is, I wanted to calculate POH. So I have taken a POH from here. Okay, you see, 4 minus log 5 minus log 7 I have done. Right? What I have done after this is, you see the steps. I have replaced their values. I have added them. Then I have subtracted them. But my job was to find pH. Whatever value I have gotten, I have subtracted it from 14. Right. Correct. The trick here is, if you get this, do not solve this here. The trick here is, do not solve this here. Find pH. Then find pH is 14 minus POH. So POH is this value only. 14 minus 4. Minus, this will become plus log 5. This will become log 7. What you have is now 14 minus 4, 10 plus log 5 plus log 7. pH equals to 10 plus 0.699 plus 0.8452. pH equals to 10 plus 1.542. pH equals to 11.5442. What is the benefit doing this trick? The benefit here is, you don't have to put the values, you don't have to add them and subtract them. Why I am telling here is, then that value what to subtract, again you have to subtract it, and you notice one more thing. This value 0.5442 has also come one more time. Where? Here. In POH it came. The same value appeared in pH again. It means I am subtracting this value. Whatever value I am getting, I am again subtracting it. And subtraction 2 times become addition. Understand? So in order not to do this, and one more thing is, addition is easier than subtraction. So by default it is important. Addition is always easier than subtraction when it comes to decimal. Right? So now what is your benefit in this trick? I'll put the values, but I'll add them and I'll directly write the answer. I will not subtract it 2 times. Because if you subtract it 2 times, there are chances of doing error. But if you do not subtract it 2 times, you simply have to add 1 time. Clear? So the trick here is what? You find POH formula. If they are not asking POH, if they are asking pH, then subtract that POH from 14 and solve. There will be nowhere subtraction. Always there will be addition only. But if they are asking POH only, then you have to solve this till here. If they are asking only POH. But if they are asking pH, then you don't have to subtract it. You simply do this method. Then you can save your time. Understand the trick? Understood the trick or not? So if you have understood the trick, try to solve a question based on the trick which I have just now told you. Okay? Question number 7, question number 8 now. So the 8th question goes like this. What I can write in 8th? We can write this. 0.0125 molar AlOH both thrice. That is the question. This is your question. Try to solve this question. Solve fast, okay? You get 1 minute. That's all, maximum 1 minute for one question. Yes, are we able to getting answer or not? All, there are 54 people are watching. Can I have rights answer for all 54 in the chat box for this particular question? If you have understood the whole the concept of ionic equilibrium, I need then 54 answer at least. Can I get 54 answer or not? All people try this question. And I want that 54 answer to be single value, okay? Don't write much more values answers. Two answer I got. Two people out of 54. 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20 only. That's all. Only 20 people are able to solve this question. So that's how it happens. When a race is going to take place, out of 50, 30 will feel, okay, why to run? Harindranath. The pH cannot cross 14. Your answer you have written 15.47. So 22 out of that one is incorrect. Out of 22, 21 were correct. You see, accuracy, good, good. Okay, so listen up now. Try to reach 25. Okay, so that we'll have 50% of the participation. So I need 3 more people to write answer. Three more people. Who are those 3 lucky people? Okay, Devidas is 3rd lucky people. 2nd lucky people, Hema Malini. Okay, last lucky people. Write fast. One guy, one person. Guru, I think you already wrote the answer. Okay, Saros is the luckiest person. Okay, now we'll see this question. Okay, we'll see it fast now. AlOH whole thrice. Okay, gives rise to. What it will give? Al3 plus 3OH minus. So 0.0125 into 3. So we'll get 0. We'll write like this. 125 into 3 into 10 power minus 4. Okay. Then we multiply, we'll get 5, 3 to the 6, 7 and 3. 375 into 10 power minus 4. And basically you don't need to multiply it also. Okay, you can simply write like this also. So POH, now listen up, okay? POH equals to minus of log of 375 into 10 power minus 4. So POH equals to 4 minus log of 375. Okay. Then what happens? This could be written as 4 minus log of 3 into 125. 125 is 5 5s are 25. 25 5s are 125. So we get 5 cube. So this is POH equals to 4 minus log 3 minus 3 log 5. So pH equals to how much? pH equals to 14 minus 4 plus log 3 plus 3 log 5. Right? So pH equals to, this gives you 10 plus log 3 gives you 0.4771 and 3 times log 5 is 0.699. So pH equals to 10.4771 plus, this is 0.7, 0.7 3s are 2.1. So pH equals to 12.5771 is your answer. Done? Okay, now once I finish this, then we have a question of different kind itself. Different kind itself, I mean to say what? I'll tell you now. Let's say what I'm doing is, till now we were having only one acid or I was having one base, right? Either I was having one acid or I was having one base. But now onwards, I can have mixture of them. What I can have? I can have mixture of them. If you can have mixture of them, then it becomes a difficult question, such as like this. Not difficult, but if I tell you, then it will become easy. Okay, so try to see this question now. Question number 9. Okay, question number 9 goes like this. 100 ml of 0.2 molar acid HCl is mixed with 900 ml of 0.05 molar HCl. This is one question. Okay, this is one question. Now, what is happening in this question is, I am mixing. What I am mixing? HCl is an acid. HCl is also an acid. I am mixing two acid. So whenever you mix, now I am mixing same acid. I can mix different acid also. Different acid means this could be an HCl. This could be an H2SO4. Right? Then how will I solve? Or I am mixing. Then mixing could be done for acid as well as base. I could mix HCl, I could mix NaOH. Then also there will be a solution whose pH we can calculate. So the direct formula you should take care. Formula is either H plus or OH minus concentration. Either H plus or OH minus concentration equals to what? M1 V1 N1 minus plus or plus minus M2 V2 N2 divided by V1 plus V2. Listen up. M1 V1 N1 plus minus M2 V2 N2 divided by V1 plus V2. This is the formula. This will take care of mixing of what? If you mix acid plus acid. If you mix same acid or different acid, doesn't matter. Acid plus base, or if you mix base plus base. Two same acid, two different acid. One acid, one base. Two same base, two different base. Okay. Then how do I solve? So M1 is what? Molarity. V1 is what? Volume. N1 is what? N factor. N1 is N factor of acid of that base. M2 molarity, V2 volume, N2 N factor of that particular compound. Okay, divided by V1 plus V2. This is what? Either H plus or OH minus. This symbol means or. Either H plus or OH minus, not a ratio. It is not a ratio. Either H plus you will write or OH minus. Who will decide? Formula will decide. If you are mixing acid and acid, then you will use plus sign. You will use plus sign. You will use plus sign. Okay. If you are mixing base and base, you will also again use plus sign. That I'll tell. So acid plus sign, base plus sign. Okay, base plus sign, acid plus base plus sign. When acid and base, then minus. So if you are adding same thing, plus. Same type of thing, acid plus, base plus. If you are adding opposite things, one acid, one base, minus. Okay, then what? If you are adding acid and acid, then acid will give you what? H plus. Then you will use H plus. If you are using base and base gives you OH minus, then OH minus. Then you are using acid and base. This is the critical, okay? When you are using acid and base, then what happens? One acid, one base, one acid, one base, and you will use subtraction. It means they are going to subtract. In these cases, both are going to add, so you are going to get a positive value, right? Now, but in this case of acid and base, it might be negative, it might be positive. So if it is positive or negative, then what can do? Then, if you write here, okay, then on solving with this condition, if it comes positive, if this value comes positive in this condition, acid and base condition, it means that this is a positive value, this is a negative value. It means if this whole value is coming positive, it means this is greater. Then you think, what is this stands for? Did you write for acid or base this value? Whatever thing you have written, that sign will come for you. Understood? That as if it is acid, if this value is for acid, then H plus. If this value is for base, then base will come. If this value comes negative, whole value comes negative, it means what? This value is greater, then only it is coming negative. If this value is coming negative, it means whatever thing this you have written for, whether acid for or base, that H plus or OH minus will come. Understood? Formula, trick. If you have understood, write comment, yes, I have understood, sir. Then we'll solve. Okay, so now we are going to solve this question, okay? This is theory only, but you have to understand how I am going to utilize this theory, okay? Volume could be any unit because it will get cancelled. Both volume must be in same unit. You can write ml, both will get cancelled, okay? Now, we'll see this question. So, right now I am mixing acid and acid. It means I will get an acid only, it means I will choose. H plus is equals to divided by M1.2 volume 100 N1 HCl and factor 1 acid and acid plus divided by 0.05 into 900 into 1 divided by V1 plus, this is always plus, so 1000. Okay, so when you calculate this will become 20 plus, this will become 45, 9 5s are 45, 40, 20 and decimal here, so 45 divided by 1000, so we get 65 by 1000, it means 65 into 10 power minus 3 is your H plus. Right? Till here any doubt? Once I get H plus, it is easy job. pH equals to what? Minus of log of 65 into 10 power minus 3. pH equals to 3 minus log 65, I could write it as 64. Don't write 70, you can write 64 also. Lesser the gap, more accurate answer. So pH equals to 3 minus log 64 could be written as 8 square, right? 8 square could be written as 2 power 3 into 2. So it will become 2 power 6. That means what? pH equals to 3 minus 6 log 2. 3 minus 6 into log 2. Log 2 is 0.3010. 6 3s are 1.8. So 3 minus 1.8 will get you 1.2. Understood? Understood, right? Yes or not? You have understood the concept? And how do I use this? Right? Yes or no? Please comment fast. Okay, so now I'll give you one homework also based on this formula only. This side homework. Okay, so this is 9th question, 10th question. 10th question will be somewhere of 100 ml of 0.05 molar NaOH is mixed with 500 ml of 0.15 molar of H2SO4. This is your homework. This is your homework. Okay, in the next class, we'll solve this problem. Okay, you tell me this question in the chat box only. When I start next class tomorrow, you write this question in your chat box so that I can read this question. From there only I'll write the values. Okay, done job. This question done. This is your homework. This is the important question. You think of it, will take care of all the concepts which I have taught you, and everything will go. You write exactly what I have told you, you will get the correct answer. Okay. Now, done? Okay, so we have one more question now. The question was as 11. Question is, this is your homework. This is your classwork now. We are doing classwork now, okay? Tell me this value, 10 power minus 7 molar HCl. Tell pH here. Right? pH 7 will come. That is easy, right? Right? pH equals to HCl will break into H plus plus Cl minus 10 power minus 7, 10 power minus 7. pH equals to minus of log of 10 power minus 7. So pH equals to 7. If the pH is 7, the solution is acidic, neutral, basic. The pH is 7, solution is acidic, neutral, basic. Tell me. Tell me, right? In chat box. Neutral, right? When the pH is 7, the solution is neutral, right? But the compound given to you is HCl is what? Acidic. They are not matching. My pH is not matching my compound nature. That is the problem. Understood the problem now? My pH is not matching the nature of the compound. Right? So there is a problem. You understood the problem? That my pH is not matching my compound's nature. In order to remove this problem, we have a concept. Okay? The concept is this. Okay, so the concept you understand very carefully, okay, here. The concept goes like this. If H plus concentration is lesser than or equals to 10 power minus 6 molar. If H plus concentration is equal to or lesser than 10 power minus 6 molar, then H plus total is equals to H plus coming from acid plus H plus coming from water. What happens is when the H plus is very, very low, 10 power minus 6 is very, very low value, okay? If that much low value is there, then what happens? The H plus coming from water. Why H plus is coming from water? Because water is a weak electrolyte which dissociate into H plus plus OH minus. So there is H plus coming. Water is giving you H plus. Till now we were not including it because it was very, very less. But as my actual H plus is very less, now both are comparable. As both are comparable, then I have to add. Okay. And how much H plus comes from water? They have a fixed value. They come 10 power minus 7. So now H plus total is equals to H plus coming from acid plus 10 power minus 7. This is your formula. This is your formula. This is your formula. Right? Once I know the formula, what I'll do? I'll do it here. H plus, is this coming from acid? This is H plus coming from acid. I take that value here. 10 power minus 7. That is coming from acid plus 10 power minus 7 coming from water. Now what is the total value? 2 into 10 power minus 7. Now what is the pH? 7 minus log 2. Directly I have written, but I will write one more step. Okay. Minus of log of 2 into 10 power minus 7. So x into 10 power minus 5, 7 minus log 2. pH equals to 7 minus 0.3010. So pH equals to 6.6990. Understood? The reason, how do we write that pH? Easy calculation also. Do you have any doubt? Tell others to join. Okay, so the homework also I have given you, and now okay, so now we'll start. Okay, what guru you want me to explain again? Okay, so now we'll start. Okay. Okay, so now what happens is, till now whatever we have done for strong acid, strong base. But what happens is, if you have studied your 12th, 11th class, then you must be knowing that all the acids are not strong acid. All the acids are not strong acid. Some are weak acid also. What is the difference between strong acid and weak acid is that strong acid, how much you take, that all will dissociate. All will dissociate and form product such as H plus and OH minus. But when you have weak acid, that time it will not dissociate completely. That time it will not dissociate completely. If it doesn't dissociate completely, then how I'm going to find the pH? Correct? So the question is, next heading is calculation of pH for weak acid or base. Okay. Now, so weak acid, first you should have a weak acid. Okay. All people write weak acid example if you know. Please ask the physics sir to do slowly. Okay. Okay, so write example. All people write example. Example of what? Example of weak acid. Yes, acetic acid. Any other? Beta, Sanjay, NH4OH is not an acid. Sanjay, Mahadevan, this is wrong. Yes, acetic acid. HF is not a weak acid. HF is a mineral acid which is stronger. Other than anything acid, other than acetic acid, anything else? Do you have any other weak acid? Other than acetic acid. So any other acid other than acetic acid is weak acid. So example I'll give, okay? Weak acids are, the first strongest and common is acetic acid. Then we have HCN, hydrocyanic acid. Then we have H3BO3. Then we also have H2S, which is a gas. But you can compress it to liquid, then it will become a weak acid, H2S gas. Okay? All organic acid are weak acid. Oxalic acid, all carboxylic acid, citric acid, all organic acids are weak acids. So after writing acetic acid, you can write any carboxylic acid, formic acid, methanoic acid, ethanoic acid, oxalic acid, malonic acid, fumaric acid, succinic acid, citric acid, palmic acid. All acids are weak acid. But we have very less example of weak base. We have very limited example of weak base. What are the example of weak base? The most common example is known as NH4OH. Okay. Most common example is NH4OH. Okay. Now, one more example. If you want to write, you can write which example goes like this. Such as ASOH whole thrice. Okay. This is very rarely used, but we use more this. Okay. So now I have an example of weak acid. If it means if this is given in those cases, I can't solve them the way I was solving till now. Okay. So how do I solve? Now takes an example of this. CH3COOH. Now this is a weak acid. It means it will not dissociate completely. It means it will not dissociate completely. So what if it dissociate also, what it form? Acetate ion and H plus. But then what's the problem? The problem here is this, that it is left out. Now there is a point. If it is left out, in spite of having a reactant, you cannot convert that reactant into product. It means you got equilibrium. Correct? If you got equilibrium, so reverse side arrow, both sided arrow, right? So, but it's equilibrium. But it is not chemical equilibrium because it involves ions. That's why we call it as ionic equilibrium. Now, if it is an equilibrium, so then if it is an equilibrium, so it will have an equilibrium constant that here is denoted by Ka. It is denoted by Ka. Ka is known as weak acid dissociation constant. Weak acid dissociation constant. Okay. So now if it is an equilibrium, I told you we'll do 3 steps. Right? What are the steps? Initial, change, final. Initially we take C molarity. This was 0, 0. Now this is molarity, not moles. In chemical equilibrium, we have done with moles. This is molarity. So the change happens is known as C alpha. Now alpha is what? Alpha is known as degree of dissociation. Alpha is known as the degree of dissociation. Okay. So C is a concentration, C times alpha. So this is a change. This is minus because it's a reactant 1:1. So C alpha. Then how much final? C minus C alpha. Done. Then I'm going to write a Ka, which is the equilibrium constant. I'm going to write equilibrium expression. CH3CO minus and H plus divided by CH3COOH. I'm going to put their values. This is C alpha into C alpha divided by C bracket 1 minus alpha. C gets cancelled. We get Ka equals to C alpha square by 1 minus alpha. Okay. Then we do one assumption that 1 minus alpha is nearly equals to 1 because alpha is much less than 5%. This is the assumption we do. Okay. So alpha is less than 5%. Now what happens is if alpha is less than 5%, so 1 minus alpha is equals to 1. So this is 1. If this is 1, then C will go to denominator of K. Then alpha square could be written as K by C. Then alpha could be written as under root of K by C. Now this is all theory, okay? Theory is not important in our competitive examination, as we know, right? We need to solve problems. So alpha is equal to root K by C. My aim was to find what? My aim was to find pH. In order to find pH, I should find H plus, because pH has a formula. pH equals to minus of log of H plus concentration. There is H plus. H plus equals to what? C alpha, right? C is what? Concentration, which will be given in the beginning of the problem only. So C is given. What you should know more? Alpha. Once you know alpha, our job is done. In order to get alpha, there is a formula. Alpha equals to root of K by C. You need C. You also need K. So now once you C is given, K also they will give. So once you know K and C, K divided by C, take under root of it, solve this, gets alpha. Once you have alpha multiplied by C, that is H plus. Once you know the H plus, do the pH the way you are doing till now, right? Understood theory? Tell me if you have understood, write comment. Yes, I have understood, sir. If you have understood, write comment. Okay. So now I'll give you a question, and this question number will be which question number? What is the question number for this question? How to find pH on weak acid and weak base is added? Okay, that question when weak acid and weak base are added, I'll teach you. Don't worry about it. Okay, don't use M1, V1, N1 yet. Okay. Okay, so question number 12. Same question. Find pH of 0.005 molar acetic acid with Ka equals to 1.8 into 10 power minus 5. Or minus 1.8, you take 2. Solve this question. Zoom this side also. Try to solve. So first what you will find, what is given? This is what? This is C and that is K. You will first find alpha. Alpha equals to under root of K by C. So first you find alpha. Whatever alpha you get, multiply times by C and then you find H plus. Right? Try to solve. How many people are trying? Guru Prithvi, that 0.01 is the answer of what? What you have calculated? Okay, so first we'll find alpha. Under root of 2 into 10 power minus 5 divided by 0.05. This is alpha formula. So 2 into 10 power minus 5 divided by, this could be written as 5 into 10 power minus 3. Right? Then this could cancel as 0.4 times into 10 power minus 5 by minus 3. That will become minus 2 under root. Right? Okay. So then what I can write, 4 into 10 power minus 3. Correct? Okay, so then one more I'll do, 40 into 10 power minus 4 I'll do. There is a reason, okay, because if you do like this is easy power to solve. Okay, so now I'm going to under root it. While I'm doing under root of it, then what it will become? Under root of 40 into 10 power minus 2. Now under root of 40 we don't do the way we do in mathematics, okay? We need to think very simplicity wise, okay? This is square root of 40. You need to think of a value whose square is 40. You need to think of a value whose square is 40. The value could be 6. 6 square is 36. But then it is lesser than 40. So what you do? You think of 6.1. 6.2 into 10 power minus 2. Okay. Now if you do 10 power minus 2 there, it will go 0.0062. Right? 0.062. This is your alpha. This is your alpha. Okay. Right now it is alpha. Okay. Once you get alpha, then H plus is equals to C alpha. Then H plus equals to C alpha. C is 0.005 into 6.2 into 10 power minus 2. Correct? Now, so 5 6 are 30 into 10 power 1 2 3 minus 5, or 3 into 10 power minus 4. This is your H plus. So pH equals to what? Minus of log of 3 into 10 power minus 4, or 4 minus log 3, or 4 minus 0.4771. So pH equals to how much? 3.5229. Yes, Nidhi Sastry answer is correct. Basuraja Nadi's answer is incorrect. Understood? Yes, nearby 3.5 is all answers are correct. Okay, nearby 3.5. Done the job. We got the answer. Now, this is for weak acid, but there is a problem. What is the problem? Next is this problem. If your alpha comes greater than 5, 0.005, okay? If alpha comes greater than 0.05, then you can't use this formula. Then you can't use alpha equals to root k by c, okay? Then what happens is, then we have to solve that equation. What is the equation? I wrote k equals to c alpha square 1 minus alpha. Okay, so then what I'll do, I'll multiply this that side. K minus k into alpha equals to c alpha square. Take everything other side. C alpha square plus k dot alpha minus k equals to 0. This is a quadratic in alpha. Then alpha quadratic, you will solve for roots of alpha. This is quadratic in alpha. You will find alpha value with the formula of minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Once you know alpha, then h plus is equal to same value, c alpha. So the rule here is, if alpha is very high value greater than 0.005, then you can't use alpha equals to root k by c. Then you will solve alpha with this quadratic equation. Then you will get the alpha, then you will get H plus. Okay, that's how it will happen for alpha, weak acid. Now put it here. Okay, this side. Now I'm going to do it for weak base. This is for weak acid only. This I have done for weak acid only, but I have to do for weak base also. So weak base is NH4OH. I write it as what? NH4 plus OH minus. This will become Kb because it will be left out. In spite of having a reactant, still the reaction cannot get completed. So now what happens is, instead of Kb, A is replaced by B. What is the Kb? Weak base dissociation constant. I like C molar 0 0 minus C alpha, C alpha, C minus C alpha, C alpha, C alpha. This all is same. What is difference? Instead of K, what? Kb, right? So for this we have alpha equals to what? Root of Kb by C. This is the formula. But then this is not giving you H plus. This is giving you OH minus. So what you will do? First you will find OH minus, which is C alpha. Once you know OH minus, you will find POH. Once you know, you will find pH. Understood steps? This is the steps for weak base. NH4OH gives rise to NH4 plus OH minus. Alpha and find the same formula. Root K by C, root Kb by C. Only the difference is K instead of K is replaced by Kb. So root of Kb by C. Alpha once I know, C times alpha I know OH minus. Once I know OH minus I know POH. Once I know POH I know pH. Our aim is to find pH. Understood? So I'm going to write one question. Okay. One question already I gave for homework, right? This is next homework. Okay, the homework is this. This is 12th question, right? 13th question is your homework. And that question was like this. 5 into 10 power minus 6 molar concentration of NH4OH with Ka equals to 2 into 10 power minus 5. Understood the concept? Understood the homework also? What do you want to find? This question is also same. Find pH for 5 into 10 power minus 6 molar NH4OH equals to Ka. Or you do one thing, you take power as 4. Take power as 4. Understood? Understood the homework? If you have understood both the homework, please comment yes. You have taken the homework properly. Tell me. Have you taken homework properly or not? Okay, one more thing. That is not the homework sufficient. So, module 3, okay? KCT NEET, same module 3. There are 2 chapters, acid and base and ionic equilibrium. Both are there. Both is your homework. Acid and base and ionic equilibrium. Both are your homework. Both exercises you will get in the group. Try to solve them. Okay? Any other doubts you have? Yes, it is KB. Correct. Zoom it here, Sam. Zoom it here. This is KB. Understood? Okay. So we'll continue in the next class. Before I start in the next class, in the comment box, you write down this question also and the previous question also, so that we can discuss in the next class. Okay? And solve both the exercises. Okay? Anything else? Okay. Thank you very much all. Solve more questions. Okay?